We're live. to the Lilac Players' first annual 48-hour play festival. We are so glad that you could join us virtually for this exciting evening of brand new theater. My name is Megan Jolliffe, and I will be your MC for the evening. The theme of this weekend is connection, how we connect, how we struggle to connect, and what it means to be connected. On Friday evening, each team was given one of the 5 love languages and one of the 9 Dungeons and Dragons alignments as a prompt for their creative work this weekend. Since that time, they have written and produced, directed, acted in 9 plays, which you're about to see. I'm really pleased with what our teams have put together, and I know everyone is extremely excited to share their hard work with you. The Lilac Players are a nonprofit Boston area community theater troupe. We seek to celebrate and showcase feminist and LGBTQIA+ artists and work, with a focus on musical theater. If you enjoy our show today and you would like to help us continue to do this work, please consider making a donation at the link in the description of the YouTube. Now, before we begin, I'd like to give a slight warning that the content of the following plays contains strong language and adult themes, including discussions of medical and emotional difficulties relating to the COVID pandemic. Thank you again for being here, and I hope you enjoy the show. Our first play this evening is The Group Project, written by Michael DeFilippi and directed by Christine Chilingarian.
All right. Thanks, Gray, for hosting. Gray. All right, it's fine. Recording is on. Good evening. What you are about to witness is the culmination of weeks of hard work by 4 dedicated, driven team members. I must admit, there were times in the process where even I was unsure if we'd complete it. But in the end, we all came together and were able to focus and really...
Gender neutral bitches! Heads up, I'm gonna have to check out in about 5 minutes. But seeing as this is the last meeting, I figured I should check in, see how it's going.
Brett, you can't just... First of all, we've already had the discussion about how you can't just add gender neutral to the end of any phrase you want to. And more importantly, we are recording.
We're what?
Uh-huh. Instead of a written report, we voted to record our last session together.
Oh, man! That's what's actually going out to everybody? This is awesome! People of the world, we live in difficult times, and I bring you this important message. Do not, under any circumstances, do drugs. They're way too much fun, and I call dibs.
Brett, children are going to be watching this.
Oh, damn. Children are so boring now.
It's okay. At least you're here. That's more than I can say for the other 2.
I'm here.
Hi, Gray.
Gray, don't go away because we actually
Hi, Gray.
really do need to start. Okay, let's just try this again. Good evening. What you are about to see is the culmination of weeks of effort by 4 dedicated, driven, deeply serious team members. There are times, were times, when even I was unsure if we'd be able to complete this project. But in the end, we were able to overcome many seemingly insurmountable odds and focus.
Hey, everyone.
Thank God you're here, Finley.
Sorry I'm late. I had a late shift last night, and I had to work earlier this morning at my other job, and yeah.
Finley.
Yes. Hi. I'm here. Did you just start recording, or are we still waiting for Gray?
Gray's here.
I'm here.
Bye.
I did start recording, but I haven't gotten very far.
That's cool. Glad I did my part.
We have parts.
Yes, Brett, we have parts. Did you read any of the recap emails from the sessions you missed?
We have recap emails?
Oh,
Told you that address was a fake, Riley.
Wait. Are you telling me you've actually been sending emails to dinosaurweedbong69@brettdomain.biz?
yes, because I thought that you were an adult, and I assumed that you would give me a real email
It's
address.
.biz. That's on you.
It's okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. We have been planning around your absences, Brett, as well as Gray's preference to stay out of the spotlight. Finley, did you finish your part?
Oh, yes, I did. I sure did. Ugh. Right. So, here's the thing.
It's not yours.
This isn't mine.
Finn,
It looks a lot like mine.
Finn, are you being serious right now?
It isn't mine, though.
This is gonna be the best video ever.
Pretty sure I got it from my locker. No. Oh. Did did someone else use my locker?
Well, that depends. Do your lockers like actually lock?
Oh my God.
No, not really.
They all kind of look the same?
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, you definitely just robbed a coworker.
Crap. Well, I'm just gonna have to make some calls.
Guys,
Hey, Gray! Welcome to the party!
guys,
Hey, Gray. What's
Riley's
up?
upset.
Riley?
Hey, you okay?
Am I okay? Yes, of course I'm okay. Why wouldn't I be okay? That's my job, right? You guys get to do whatever the fuck you want, and I have to sit here and cover for all of your asses. I don't get any of my shit done. I have to take care of everybody else, and it's completely irrelevant. I'm sorry. I'm fine. I just need to use the bathroom for a minute.
Damn.
What the hell was that about?
Brett.
Just because the rest of us aren't obsessed with making this presentation perfect doesn't mean she has to take it out on us.
But she's been working really hard on this.
And that was her choice. No need to take it out on us.
Guess I never really thought much about it. I mean, Riley knew how busy I was, so she made sure my part was easy.
All our parts are easy.
Okay, what the hell was my part even going to be? Like every meeting.
Video editing. So you could do it even if you weren't here tonight.
Oh, damn. I love editing. That was a good plan.
She got a lot of her writing on this than we do, huh?
Yeah, grad school portfolio and all.
Oh, I am an asshole.
Welcome to the club, Brett.
Guys, I'm serious. What do we do? What can we do?
You could support her.
Sorry about that, everyone. Let's just start from the beginning. I will do my part, then Finley, do the best you can from memory. Gray, hop in whenever you need to.
Hey, Riley? I'm editing this, right? So, how about you just relax and take as much time as you need, and I'll get rid of all the parts where I'm being a jackass. I pinky promise.
You will?
Of course, it's the least I can do. Thank you for coming up with a job that I can do, even though I kind of screwed everything up.
And hey, the deadline is not until Friday. So, I mean, tomorrow I can record my part and then have Brad splice it in. I mean, I could go back to work. The office still open, and yeah.
You're really good at this, Riley.
Gray?
I mean, people are hard. It's easy to get frustrated or confused. It's far easier to just stay away. But you don't. You take the time to learn about people, and then you help them do the best they can with what they got.
Guys.
We got your back, Riley. For real, yo.
Yes, all hands on deck.
Got this.
Well, let's just do my part tomorrow then, too.
We get it. Tomorrow's good for me. And I think it's good to have a good night's sleep now, anyway.
Oh, if we're breaking for tomorrow right now, then maybe I can still make it to my thing. If that's okay.
It's fine, Brett. We'll just do everything tomorrow. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, Riley. Have a good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Our next play is Healing Connections by Noelle Collant, directed by Elin Feynman Halpern.
Hello, and welcome to Healing Connections. I'm Astrid, your personal guide to reconnection, and we'll see if my cat Cosmos decides to join us on this journey today. As always, I'm also joined by my two lovely assistants.
Hi everyone, I'm Poppy, and my bunny, Mr. Fluffington, is in the other room offering us moral support.
I'm Muriel. That's Lois. She bites.
Thank you all for joining us for the transformative power of communal fitness. We're so sad that we can no longer come together for this, but we are excited to be able to bring this enlightening experience to a larger virtual community. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Healing Connections, each week we invite a guest on the show to address the broken connections in their life and mend them. Today, we're joined by Caitlin. Are you a longtime fan of the show?
I only started watching a few weeks ago, but I really like the approach you take.
And what broken connection will be working on with you today, Caitlin?
Oh, I'm not sure it's broken, at least not broken, not yet. And it's my connection with
well, my mom and my with my partner, and also with my supervisor and the government. Definitely feeling disconnected and powerless there. So basically everything. Um, so that makes me think it's probably just me. So I'm here to connect, hopefully.
Yes, growth comes from within. We must fill our own cup before we can fill others.
You can't poison an empty cup.
Thank you, Caitlin. And thank you all for joining us in this healing process. Participate as much or as little as you like. Poppy and I will be guiding you through the more advanced movements. But if you feel you're exerting yourself, take a look at Muriel's screen. She will be moving through the movements for beginners.
I am quite capable, but Astrid thinks it's better this way.
Let's get started. Lower yourself gently to the floor if you're not there already. And let's sit up nice and tall and elongate the spine. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, relax into your connection with the floor beneath you. Feel it pressing up to support you. Remember, you are supported. You are worthy. You are loved.
You
You
are
are
supported.
supported. You
You
are
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 worthy.
worthy.
And
You are
you
loved.
are loved.
Loved.
Excellent. Now we're going to grip our knees and round the spine, moving the chin to the chest. And then as we inhale, we're going to look up to the ceiling. And while we're here, let's consider why we are here today. Caitlin, where do you think your frustration is coming from?
Um, inside of me, uh, it's a part of me, and I wish I could like realize when I'm frustrated and just turn it off, feel nothing, move on. Other people can do that, but I can't. And I know that's selfish and I'm trying, but I guess at my core, I'm just a selfish, frustrated person.
Do you really believe that?
Yes?
Let's extend our legs into a V shape. Beautiful. And stretch your arms out in front of you and lean into your forearms if you have the flexibility, but if not, just press into your fingertips.
Like a spider.
A venomous one.
Really press into that connection. And let's keep unpacking, Caitlin. Why do you feel that your frustration is selfish?
It's selfish because um, I feel like I should be able to just stop it, but I choose to be frustrated with my mom for wearing a mask wrong, um, with my partner for not having a job right now, with my supervisor for expecting a response at 2 a.m., with the government for whatever inhumane thing they decided was legal in the past 5 minutes. Um, but I don't have to be frustrated. I could be helpful and caring instead.
And relax. Now we're going to move slowly into a sphinx position. And as we do, let's press the top of our feet into the floor. So, Caitlin, do you want to stop being frustrated or do you want to be caring?
Both.
But if you had to pick,
What a fun question.
Yes, let's keep thinking about that. Press up slowly into a plank position.
or don't, it's really not necessary.
Hold for 5, 4. So which do you prefer? Do you want to stop being frustrated or do you want to be frustrated and caring or neither?
I would go with neither. It's too much responsibility to have both.
3, 2,
Is the frustration worth the joy of caring?
I really don't want to be frustrated anymore.
Well, that can be arranged. Now we're going to transition into a little ab workout. Caitlin, see if you can channel some of your frustration into it. Take it away, Poppy.
All right, everybody, flip on over. And we're going to start with some dead bugs, okay? The point of these dead bugs is to appreciate the space that you're in. Caitlin, are you appreciating your space?
Sure.
Awesome. Okay, now we're going to do some leg lifts. We're going to do 2 big circles with your right leg. 1 and 2. Awesome. Okay, now with your left leg, you're going to make a star in that circle that you just made. 1 star and 2 stars. Very, very good, everybody.
Pentagrams, Poppy? Really?
Wait, what?
All right, the next thing we're going to do is some crunches. 1 crunch, 2 crunch. Okay, now we're going to add some punches to those crunches. 1, 2, up, 1, 2, back. 1, 2, up, 1, 2, back. How are you feeling now, Caitlin?
Pretty good.
There are a few things I could think of to punch right now.
Awesome, everybody. Okay, now the last thing we're going to do in this ab workout is shake it all out. Everybody shake it all out. Very, very good, everyone, especially you, Caitlin.
Okay, and now Muriel will lead us through our cool down sequence. Muriel?
Can I do it my way?
Of course. Authenticity is the key to connecting with the world around you.
All right, breathe. Try to stay calm. Let the numbness of that feeling surround you. Sink into it. Imagine all your cares. Then, when you're ready, take a knife or a small axe.
Muriel,
But Poppy got to.
no blood sacrifices, please.
Didn't say it had to be her blood.
I'm sorry, what's happening here?
Let's all come back to center and find our seat. Next, we're going to take our right hand and put it on our left knee, and take your left hand and put it behind you. Twist gently by looking over your left shoulder, and inhale.
Maybe add a little glare. Stare your enemy down. Let all your hatred burn through your eyes. Pierce them with it. Are they frightened yet? They should be. Let the corners of your mouth come up into a smile. How's that, Caitlin?
Really good, actually.
And exhale. Come back to center and walk your hands around to the other side. Left hand onto right knee, right hand behind you, and inhale.
Glare. Release.
And exhale. Now we're going to lie back into corpse pose.
A pose I think Astrid should take permanently.
I would only take you down with me. Extend your arms at your sides as you lie back. And just embrace the stillness. Take a moment to check in on yourself. Caitlin, do you still feel frustrated?
Not at all.
And does that matter? Do you care?
Of course not.
Splendid.
I think we've made real progress here today.
I love a successful session.
Indeed. Come back to your seated position. Thank you all for taking the time to reconnect today. Remember that you deserve this. And don't forget to always take the time to tell yourself, you are supported. You are worthy. You are loved.
You are supported.
You are
You
worthy.
are worthy.
And you are
You
loved.
are
You are
loved.
loved.
Thank you for taking the time to join us on Healing Connections We'll see you next week.
Thank you. Our next play is Closing Up the Library, written by Lorraine Fitzmaurice and directed by Alyssa Bjorkman.
Just where do you think you are off to, young lady? Your shift isn't done.
Well, it's 5 till, and the books are put away, and all the work is finished, and everyone already left. So I thought it would be fine.
You're both right and wrong. Your work isn't nearly done. Not to my standards.
Oh,
Yes. Oh. But you are correct. The library is empty. All the patrons are gone.
no one to hear you berate me or see you force me to work overtime to satisfy some whim of yours. Seems like that should be against some labor codes or some sort of rules.
It's not against them. It never would be because I make all the rules.
You're cruel, but fine. Have it your way. What do I do wrong this time? Go ahead, lay it all on.
You really don't know. What do you think you've missed, fool? Did you dust these shelves?
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. What? You're missing something, fool. What should you call me?
Oh, Madam Librarian.
Louder.
Madam Librarian. Yes, Madam Librarian.
Yes, what?
Yes, Madam Librarian. I did dust those shelves. I think I did. I might have missed a spot or two. I don't know.
That's what I thought. I shouldn't be able to pick up any dust. Not a speck. When I run my fingers down the spine and back up again.
Mm-hmm.
Stop staring at me and get to work, young lady. I said get going.
Yes, Madam Librarian. Okay, that's done. Can I go now? Can I go now, Madam Librarian?
You're ridiculous. You know that, don't you? What does the clock say?
3 minutes till 7, Madam Librarian.
Correct. Now look here. When you look at this third shelf, what grabs your focus?
Well, there's that book I really like. I mean, some of them are crooked.
And? Are you looking with your eyes?
Yes, I'm looking with my eyes, Madam Librarian.
So the letter P, does it really go after S or somewhere before?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Fix it.
Yes, Madam Librarian.
Now, are the chairs pushed in?
Yes, Madam Librarian.
Good, but you're not done. Did you sweep the floors?
Yes, Madam Librarian.
Fine, but still not done. Computers off?
Yes, Madam Librarian.
You're getting closer. The windows are locked?
Yes, Madam Librarian.
Fine, you're doing fine. And you drew the shades?
I did that at 6:50.
So you wanted this?
Yes, Madam Librarian. Always.
You're good, you know that? I've always wanted a nice assistant like you.
Thank you, Madam Librarian.
Well, You'll make the 7:10 bus if you go home now, Alice. And get on your favorite PJs and make yourself some nice tea. I'll lock up and grab us some sushi and some white wine on my way home.
Tuna?
Of course. Oh, don't forget to punch out. We wouldn't want all that hard work to go unaccounted for, would we? We wouldn't want the city to scrimp its hardest working new employee.
No, we wouldn't want that. Hurry home, Junebug.
I always do, knowing you're there.
Our next play is I'd Do Anything for Love, Bro, by Lorraine Fitzmaurice and Judith Garber, directed by Alyssa Bjorkman.
Bro!
Bro.
What's the matter?
What? No, I'm fine. No things matter.
Yeah, no, that's different than nothing being the matter. If you are at the emotional ass crevice of thinking that no things matter, there is clearly a thing that matters. Muchly. What is harshing your spiritual mellow?
Well, you see, my phone is a piece of shit. Since upon the concrete, it did split. After dropping this old one, I bought me a new one, but the fucking SIM card won't fit.
Bummer, dude. But can't you just, like...
No, I can't just. I've just adjusted for 4 flipping hours. I called and it rang. And then, when my turn in line came, I got fucking disconnected is what happened. Ah. Oh, and then I was so stressed the thing happened where my fight or flight kicked in. I started to sweat pure skunk juice, brah, like dripping down to my elbows. So I had to take a shower. And now the problem is still existent. I just want a nap, and my phone still shit.
Too bad I wasn't there to help.
In the shower?
LOL, no, butt face, with the phone. I know how much work you have to do this weekend. You want me to call them and figure it out for you?
You do that for me, bro?
Bro, you're literally the only person I'd do that for in the entire universe. There once was an old dude named Plato who said that ideal love is for bros. So even when you're a douchebag, you're still the best friend that I've ever had, but that you probs already know.
Dude, you are literally the best human I know.
Mm-hmm. Shut up and give me the phone so I can work my magic. Hello?
Hello, you've reached Strawberry Cell. We love all our customers equally well. If for days you've waited, your next bill might be rebated. Otherwise, you can go straight to our website for more information regarding messaging rates. Goodbye.
Wait. I need to ask a different question.
For billing, press 1. For service availability, press 2. For terms and conditions, press 3. To howl into the void, press 4. To speak to a representative, press 5. To hear more options, press 6. All representatives are currently assisting other callers. Please remain on the line and your call will be answered in the order in which it was received. Your wait time is 37 minutes. Thank you for waiting. You are a valued customer.
Mother effer. Fuckity, fuck. You mother effing fuck. Fuckity, fuckity, fuck. Fuckity, fuck.
I'm sorry, I could not understand your request. Please stand by. Your wait time is 39 minutes. Thank you for waiting. You are a valued customer.
Do anything for love. I won't do anything for love, but I'll
Thank you for waiting. You are a valued customer.
Thanks. I feel very valued. In fact, I feel so valued.
Hello, my name is Judith. Thank you for calling Strawberry Cell. How may I help you this evening?
Hi, my name is Seth. I recently broke my phone and purchased a new one, but I have to activate a new SIM card because the old phone used a micro, but the new one only takes a nano.
I would be happy to assist you in that way. Is the number you are calling from also the account number?
Oh, no, the phone number you're looking for is, one sec. Okay, so it's 978-867-5309.
I'm sorry, it looks like the account manager associated with that number is not named Seth. We care about your privacy. Fraud is what we don't like to see. When someone goes fishing, it's crime they are wishing, whether misdemeanor or felony. Please hang up and have the account manager call to resolve the issue. Thank you, goodbye.
Wait, I'll go get them right now. The account manager, I mean.
Thank you. Please put him on the line.
Yes, him, my father. Here he is, just 1 minute. Dad, it's Strawberry Cell. Could you, as the account manager, authorize the activation of my new SIM card? Oh, of course. Anything for you. Let me see that phone. Thanks, Dad. You're so swell. Now, what can I do to help?
Am I speaking with Walter?
Of course you are. 100% Walter over here.
Excellent. Thank you for being a valued customer. I just need you to confirm your passcode with me. You see, in being thorough, we take pride. No one can hack us, though they have tried. If you don't believe it and you have a spare minute, read our 231-page Standards and Practices Guide. Your passcode?
Let's see. It's been a while. Let's try Proud Papa 555.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Oh, of course, that's for a different account. How silly of me. Brady sucks balls?
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. You have one more attempt before the account is locked forever.
Hey, bro, does your dad have a standard password he uses? Wait, fucking really? Okay, so it's password 1234.
Thank you, that's correct. Your security is very important to us.
Yes, that's very evident. I'm quite put at ease by the high bar your passwords have to clear.
Thank you. What is the number of the SIM card you wish to activate?
Let's see, lowercase c 4493, 8 capital B 01 lowercase t, 6 zeros and an M, 724 capital N, 586, and finally capital P.
Was that M uppercase or lowercase?
Lowercase.
Okay, so that's small c, then 2 4s, 9 3, 8 big B, 0 5 little t, 0 0 0 0 0 lowercase m, 724 capital N, 586, and then you said P?
No, the 8th digit is a 1, but yes, big old P right there at the end. P is in pen.
Thank you. Your SIM card is now activated. Would you be willing to take 30 minutes to fill out a brief survey?
Oh, thanks, but look at the time. Gotta go, bye. Fucking finally, it should work now.
Love you, bro. Couldn't have gotten it another go for at least a week. Too stressful, man. Such skunk juice. Much wow. Annie Hoosier, pizza just arrived. I know that cheese is your love language.
Cheese is the only fucking love language, bro.
Thank you. Our next play is Working Remotely by Michael McAfee and directed by Claire Jolliffe.
Oh, hey, Penny. I see you. Can you hear me?
Yep, you're good, Kendall.
Oh, well, thank you for taking this time before the big meeting to nail down this last bit of the presentation.
No, thank you. It was so thoughtful of you to ask. I mean, I'm pretty sure the customers will sign on for our Don't Split for Bananas campaign, but are you sure we don't need anyone else? I mean, this is my first customer meeting since I started working here.
Oh, don't worry. You've been doing fine so far. Besides, I won't let anything bad happen to you. That's what project leads are for, right?
That's so sweet of you to say.
But we have to be in sync on all of this. Provide a unified front.
Or else they'll say bye, bye, bye. That's an in sync song? Because you said in sync?
I know. First, I think you have the online version of the slideshow file.
Oh, yep. Let me bring it up. Just a sec.
Oh, Penny? Oh, I seem to have lost you. Can you hear me? Penny? Penny, are you able to get back in?
Oh, there you are. I lost you for a second. I was worried I screwed something up. But I have the slideshow loaded now.
Oh, no problem. Did you need to change your clothes?
What? No. Why do you ask? Is something wrong?
Oh, well, your shirt. Never mind, not important. All right, so after the generic intro slides, we bring up the issue with the rapid decline in banana purchases over the last few months.
And then we put forth our demands to unionize the workers.
Sure. Wait, what?
Well, yeah, it's the consolidation of power and management that's bringing about the rapid decline of banana production.
Where are you getting this?
It's right there on slide 7.
The slide with the happy banana mascot? Hold on, maybe I've got the wrong version. Just let me take a look.
Oh, Kendall? Kendall, you've gone again. Of course, this would happen right before the big meeting. This never would have happened if the workers owned the means of production.
Well, dag nabbit. This whole internet thing has just been going kerflooey. I'm sorry, Penny. I know I said I could keep this here teleconference moving along.
Do we need to let IT know? I mean, what if we get interrupted permanently? How can we meet with the customers? How can we contact anyone?
IT? I don't know nothing about no IT, Penny. But you're right. We got a lot of customers we got to meet with and talk about the banana crop failures with.
Wait, what? Kendall, this is freaking me out. You seem so different.
Penny? Penny? I swear, it's a sin to wish punishment on someone, but I am sorely tempted to make an exception for that girl. Guess I'll have to finish the presentation myself. It's my obligation after all. Let's see. Bananas are nature's...
Miss Kendall, good to see you. I've been talking with various versions of you, and the intelligence indicates that something has caused a sort of multi-dimensional rift in this teleconference call.
Dimensional rift. Hooey, don't that beat all? Well, that would explain your... I mean, you seem more self-confident than usual.
Yes, if only the company hadn't lost so many good agents to obtain that intelligence. That's something I'll have to let the administrators know in the big meeting.
The meeting to help the banana crops?
In this dimension, the meeting is about overthrowing a banana republic. Blast! All the times. If only I could trust this contraption to work long enough for me to contact the quartermaster. Self-confident, eh? Well, once again, I have managed to fool them all.
My Argamot's crimson fangs! Tell me I have finally summoned the correct demon!
I don't know whom you wish to contact, but my name is Halifax. Penny Halifax.
Oh, another failure. All right, let's try this. Azaroth, Metrian, Zinthos! Oh, why won't this stupid spell work? I'm following the directions. Stupid grimoire. Pandora! Viraga! Ezuna! And you are?
Why, Lady Penelope Halifax of Colchester. I do say, I'm rather put out by this jumping around during our call. The more I work from home, the more am I dissatisfied with it.
Fine. I'll just try the next spell in the list. Can't be any worse than this. Necronon, Hesberic, Mortix!
Oh, pity. Seemed like a rather interesting dimensional variant. Oh, why must a single woman with a good laptop be always in need of an internet connection? Is that you, Miss Kendall?
All right, we've got a lot on our plate, so I'm just going to move this forward. Have you come across a version of me that gave the impression of being a sorceress from some cheap fantasy novel?
Why, yes, I just left such a one. Is she the cause of all this?
Oh, it is what it is. I'm leveraging a massive campaign to deliver the instructions to fix the situation. I've already gotten the ball rolling with a few versions of you who have already met with her, and we pieced it all together. It turns out she's trying to battle some kind of a monster called a bananathrope in her dimension, but she must have made a mistake during the process because everything's gone kerflooey. The important thing is we found out the correct phrase for her to say and synergize our efforts to bring it to her. She can say it, boom, we all go back to where we started. Win-win for everyone. And believe me, I need to get back online. The meeting with the banana division heads us soon, and I've got a lot of ducks to get in a row.
Well, if you have a plan of action, I'll be glad to do my part. What is the spell?
Oh, so it's... Oh, for the love of... It figures. Jeez, Mercury must be in retrograde or something. Well, we are going to fix this and fix it now. I will not stand for failure. Not on my watch. Mm-mm. And who might you be?
Penny Halifax of the Daily Banana. I've gotten all the angles so far from the parties involved. I just need the final piece so I can spread the word and put this article to bed.
All right, straight to the point, my kind of journalist. The spell that the sorceress needs to cast is Klaatu, Barada, Cupcake.
Huh. I was going somewhere else with that.
Yeah, we all were. Now, if we could only figure out some way to switch dimensions,
Oh, come on. I've got a deadline here. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Prize-winning story isn't going to write itself. Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, no. Wait, are you the sorceress?
No, but I have a patient in surgery right now. Have we triaged our options? Do we know the spell yet?
Yes. Do you have something to write on?
Oh, I have the vocal converter running on my machine. Just say the words, and they'll be entered into my notepad.
Klaatu, Barada, Cupcake.
Huh. I was going somewhere else with that.
Yeah, we all were, and you know...
Oh dear. Well, I hope all these different versions of her are safe and sound. All right, hang in there.
You have the spell.
Klaatu, Barada, Cupcake. And yes, we were all going somewhere else with that.
I know, I was checking to make sure you knew it. I guess we've saturated the different dimensions with the knowledge.
Let's hope we manage to get word to the sorceress, Stat.
Oh, me too. I hate just waiting. I always feel like I should be doing something. I mean, I know I could be working on this stupid presentation about bananas, but I can't focus. My dimension's version of you would know what to do, but she's not here. Oh, wait, I don't mean. Sorry, I should be more professional.
Nurse, I need to finish this closure. It's fine. You're doing fine.
Oh, well, thanks. Is something wrong? I mean, other than the whole situation, you seem particularly upset.
It's my fault.
What? The dimensional glitch? Kendall, the version of you that did this is a completely separate entity from you. She's in another universe, for heaven's sake.
But she's still me. It's... Every day I have to make decisions that affect people. I have an obligation to do my best, but it seems I'm so bungling that my mistakes can affect the entire space-time continuum.
No, it's not like that. I mean, listen, there's this executive version of you that I met earlier. She's organized this whole effort to fix the issue.
Yeah, I heard about her. So?
So, she's also you, which means no matter how you mess up, you don't just abandon the people you care about. You want to make it better again. You are a self-correcting system.
Huh. Well, I never thought of it that way. Thanks, that was very kind of you to say.
You're welcome. Is there anything else we can do? I mean, I'm glad to just hang out, but how will we know if the plan works?
Oh, I don't know. But in case it works, I want you to know something. You're a lot like my Penny, Dr. Penny, because she seems to undercut herself when she's doing really well, like you were doing earlier.
Oh, well, that's... thank you, I guess.
I mean it. You are capable. I've seen my Penny rise to every challenge, and yet she still sees herself as undeserving. If you're anything like her, your Kendall appreciates all you do.
I'm scared all the time, and I don't want to make promises I can't keep.
Believe me, I understand. So, when we all get back in contact with our correct versions, just celebrate your accomplishments, okay?
Okay. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Hey, did you feel something?
You mean like...
Penny?
Kendall? It worked! We're back in our own teleconference call.
Finally. How are you feeling?
Actually, much better about myself.
Yeah, me too.
Do you think the dimensional hiccup affected anyone else? Or was it just us?
Oh, I have no idea. I suppose we could ask the folks at the meeting.
Oh, the meeting. We've only got a few minutes.
Oh my gosh. All right, well, that's just enough time to... You know what? We just managed to fix a rip in the fabric of space-time. Instead of this slideshow, I think we should let people know what happened so we can address this.
You're right. Okay, then I will start writing up a report so that to make sure that our experiences are properly documented.
Sounds like a plan. I'm liking this confident version of you, Penny.
I've decided to celebrate my accomplishments.
Good. See you in a few. Bye.
Bye-bye.
In sync song. Thank you. Our next play is As a Thought Solves All Your Problems for You by Sarah Ray Brown, directed by Tyler Crosby.
This should do it. Yes. Yes. Okay. Nothing's coming up? Something should be coming up. No. No, this can't be right. I did it. I hacked into reality. Reality itself. And you're supposed to be.
Azathoth.
No, this isn't right. You're just some guy. You're supposed to.
I'm Azathoth the Mighty, ruler of the Outer Gods.
What I'm saying is that you don't look like an eldritch abomination to me, and I've seen a lot of pictures, illustrations. You look like just a normal dude.
I see. My true form is unfathomable to mortal minds. I appear to you in a way your puny brain is capable of perceiving.
No offense, but I was expecting, like, tentacles. Not that there's anything wrong with you, how you look now, in case you're into that sort of thing.
I see.
It's just a little disappointing. I mean, I hacked existence itself with a book from ancient Mesopotamia, which was, a kind of a trial to translate on my own, but I literally hacked the universe to talk to you, and I feel like the least you could do is have some tentacles. The hope was that you would be terrifying. With respect.
What do you ask of me, mortal?
Oh, it's more of what you would ask of me. I want to serve you. Sorry, I mean, I wish to serve you, mighty Azathoth. I beg that I may do your will. What can I do to assist you in your godliness?
I have no need of assistance.
No, this isn't right. Sorry, just a second. God, I can't believe I'm missing Caitlin's birthday party for this.
Who's Caitlin?
My sister.
What is a sister?
I followed all the instructions. This should be Azathoth. I mean, it's gotta be Azathoth. Why would some random guy just impersonate Azathoth? It's him. It's definitely him. Okay. What wouldst thou have me do, O great one? I could commit atrocities for you.
What sort of atrocities?
I was hoping you could tell me. I kidnapped this guy. He's in the basement. I can do whatever you want to him. I thought that was a thing, like committing atrocities against others in your name.
Is that a thing that mortals do?
I've got a whole entire man in the basement waiting for atrocities to be done to him. Is it? Do you want me to build a temple for you? Is that it?
Not particularly.
This is just. You are making this really challenging, The thing is, this is my third full day awake, right? I think probably I lost track of things. I haven't slept. I missed work. I've been up all night, losing my eyesight, squinting at ancient Mesopotamia and cuneiform. I don't think I have definitely not showered. And I don't think... And I just wanted to talk to you. I mean, to do something for you. So
I
what
have
can I do
no
for you, please?
requests.
But what do you want? You have to want something.
What?
Yeah, what? Tell me, please tell me what to do.
I do not understand.
Want. It's like needing, but you don't need it. You just want it,
No.
I want a lot of things. I want to have no bills. I want to not have to go back to work serving coffee to rude people who don't deserve coffee, not the way I do anyway. It would be me drinking all those espresso shots. Not that I don't drink espresso shots, don't get me wrong. I want to live in an apartment bigger than a studio. Do you know how much I pay for this studio? $1,500
I
for
don't
1 room.
understand.
I want, okay, as long as we're being completely honest, I want my girlfriend not to have left. She was staying over that night, but then I said something wrong, and she said, Gina, I can't do this anymore. You get lost in your own head, and it's like I don't even exist.
What do I want?
My parents stopped talking to me because I was dating Elena. Like, they were okay with me being bi in theory, but then they saw me with Elena, and then they wanted to say, like, it was like they wanted to say ewy, 2 girls and one of them's Latina, as if Elena was going to get her cooties all over them, ruin family photos or something, as if she's not the most beautiful creature that walked the earth. And it's just like I didn't even get Caitlin a birthday present. I spent every last penny on performing this ritual. The candles, the book, oh God, the book. You have no idea how much I spent on the book. And then the ether to knock out the guy in the basement. I don't even get the whole basement, you know. $1,500 a month, and I have to rent a separate storage space. I had to soundproof it for you. Well, for the guy in the basement, but mostly for you.
What do I want?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. A woman needs a purpose in life, because let's face it, the folks cut me off because of Elena, which cut off my money for school. I was going to be a linguist, you know.
A linguist?
Yeah. Why do you think I picked up on ancient Mesopotamian so quickly?
You cannot merely understand and speak all languages naturally?
Not all of us can live at the center of the universe and be all powerful and all knowing as a thought. Check your privilege. What was I saying?
You were asking me what I want.
Oh, yeah. Well?
No one has ever asked me that before. It's a difficult question.
Do the out of gods not talk to you? Do you do like weekly hangouts or something?
I do not understand the question.
Oh, you should spend some time with them. It might be awkward because you're the ruler and there's a power imbalance, but even Eldritch Horrors need to socialize, right?
I suppose.
Don't be like me. Here I am in a filthy apartment, wearing unwashed clothes, talking to what is almost certainly a hallucination brought on by lack of sleep and food.
I am both a hallucination and a reality. I am everything and nothing. Mortal. What do I want?
Thing is, I wanted to go to Caitlin's party, but it seems like everything's falling apart so fast and I can't screw on my head right. I mean, last year my parents stopped talking to me. Last month, Elena left me. And then 3 weeks ago, I tried to go out with some friends after work and I just smelled like stale coffee and disinfected and like some gross monster. I mean, you can relate.
Can I?
And I thought, what else is there? And when I woke up this morning, I just knew I had to talk to someone, to serve someone who knew everything. And that's you.
I do not know everything. I do not know what I want.
Yeah, me either. Oh, I did it again, didn't I?
What?
Oh, I just did what Elena said I did. She left, and what was the first thing I did? I get stuck in my own head.
Why did you really seek me?
I'm lost. I don't know what my purpose is. So I thought I could just find something unknowable and succumb to it. Life doesn't make any sense, so why should what I do make sense? Something like that. And the things that make the least amount of sense are enormous, incomprehensible deities. I figured this out somewhere in the middle of my breakdown. Maybe I'm still breaking down, I don't know. I'm just alone. I want someone to tell me what to do. Plus, I kind of wanted to do some violence.
Tiny being, you are puzzling, but ultimately inconsequential. Your troubles are unimportant, because you are unimportant.
Yes, me with the inconsequential. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Your wants, your desires, they have no meaning. They are nothing. You are nothing. I am everything. I am nothing. Do you understand?
I don't, but thank you. Keep going.
You ask me for purpose. You ask me for violence. You ask for companionship. You are undeserving of these things. All are undeserving. All are deserving. Do you see?
No.
Good. It is not your place.
Tell me what to do, Almighty One, I beseech thee.
You are going to go to Caitlin's birthday party.
I am?
Your gift shall be your presence. As my presence is a gift, so shall yours be. You will no longer smell of stale coffee and disinfectant.
You're saying I should quit my job?
Do you like your job?
No, but I need the money.
Money means nothing.
Well, yes, in theory.
Money means nothing. Listen to me, mortal.
Yes, oh, great one.
You will go back to school.
But my parents.
Your parents will accept you. Speak to them. Have you spoken to them?
Not in a year.
Why? You will speak to them. You will get Elena to come back.
Why would she take me back?
You will change.
But I don't know how.
I have spoken. You will change.
Okay, I will. I'm sorry.
Get out of thine head, mortal.
I will. I promise.
So it will be done. You are meaningless. I rest. I will go.
Wait. But what do you want? I want to make sure
I want for nothing.
You should. I mean, I know it's not my place, but you should make friends with the outer gods if you're not already. Not to be too forward, but if you just spent this long talking to an insignificant person like me, you must be starved for some kind of connection. I'm just saying, just have them over for tea or something. Like, oh, sorry.
Nothing you can say can have an effect on me. I am West. Goodbye, small one.
Thank you, sir. Wow. I should call Caitlin. I should shower, then call Caitlin. I should let that guy out of my basement.
Thank you. Our next play is It's Okay by Matthew Garland, directed by Emma Brown.
Good afternoon. Hello? Is anyone there? We said 1 p.m., right? Hello?
He needs a nap.
Well, he's not taking a nap, is he?
You know, I'm just saying he looks like he needs a nap.
He doesn't seem like he wants to go to sleep, so that's why I put him in the playpen.
No, if you're just gonna ignore my opinions...
I'm not ignoring them, that's not what I'm saying.
That's what it sounds like.
Great, not the intention.
Hello? Tina and Jason Wiles?
The counseling session.
We forgot.
It's 1 p.m.
I think my audio's on.
Great.
Do you think there's a chance she hasn't been listening to all of this so far?
I've been listening to all this so far.
Well, that was predictable.
We'll be with you in a second.
Please, take your time.
Give me the baby monitor.
He needs a nap!
I swear to God, you say that one more time and I will not be responsible for my actions.
Hello, Dr. Mantufel. How are you today?
Hi, Tina. You can call me Shannon. How are things today?
Just wonderful. Just a dream. Couldn't be better.
Yes, it could.
Shut up.
And Jason, how are you today?
Right as rain.
Wonderful. Well, I am Dr. Shannon Mantufel, and I'm a marriage counselor. I know that you talked to my secretary earlier this week and made this appointment, but I wanted to talk to both of you together and see what's going on.
Well, I just want some of my opinions.
We just had a baby, and after being married for 2 years, and between the new child and the quarantine, it seems.
But this is Tina's world.
Jarring for both of us.
I can't believe I have to keep my
You don't
mouth
think
shut.
to be
I know she
communicating
gave birth,
like
and I just
this.
sat there and ate a sandwich.
Okay. Stop. Let's do it this way. No one speaks unless I say their names, and please don't make me mute anyone because I will.
Thanks for the warning.
I did not say your name, Jason. All right, Tina, please speak your piece. What's been happening?
Well, okay, so we waited a little bit before we had a kid, and I have to tell you, it took a year for me to get pregnant, but after a year, we finally did, by the grace of God, but unfortunately, I ran the gamut of medication and other things I went through during the pregnancy.
How do you mean?
Well, I'm 35, and, well, they considered me a geriatric pregnancy, and so I had what I called the GD, the goddamn gestational diabetes. And they tested my heart and the heart rhythms of the baby, and everything thankfully worked out. And I will say, like, Jason was wonderful through this whole thing. But then when the baby was born, which was a C-section, he began to be less amazing.
What did he do?
It wasn't what he said, it was more what he looked like. He didn't look happy and looked like he was just going through the motions.
Did you ever talk to him about how he was feeling?
I didn't. We just weren't getting any sleep with Charlie. That's our little one. And then COVID happened, and we were quarantined, and we've been stagnant ever since. To me, that is.
All right. Jason, what's your side of the story?
First of all, yes, it did take us a year to get pregnant, and we tried some really radical things. We prayed to God, Allah, Buddha, and Oprah Winfrey. I'm not kidding. We tried Nutella, acupuncture, and a thing that they call the Atlas, where I stood.
What are you reading?
Anyway, when she got pregnant, I was so excited and happy. And then when we went through the labor and he was born, I don't know. Plus, with all the things, since Tina couldn't breastfeed.
Sure, bring up the fact that I failed my child.
I didn't say that.
No, I didn't say your name.
Look, I had the GD. I had to deal with so many tests and medications, and have Charlie come out and be as perfect as he is, and then I can't breastfeed. I mean, am I a terrible mother?
She does this all the time. This is why I can't speak my mind. She makes me feel guilty to say anything after she questions herself for whether she's a good mom or not.
I don't do that to make you feel guilty.
Okay. Everybody stop, please. You two are arguing, but we're here to talk, not argue. I'm a passive observer, and I would say that you both have to take responsibility and the blame for where you are right now. But let's distill that down to its essence. Tina, what are you most upset with Jason for?
I feel like he doesn't like me anymore, and he's not happy.
That's a fair assessment.
Of course, I still love her. She's my wife.
She didn't say love. She said like.
Exactly.
What?
You can love someone and not like them, and you can like someone and not love them. Tina believes that you're not happy in your current predicament.
That's not true.
Then please address Tina's concerns.
Wait, what about my concerns? Not getting my opinion across.
You gave that up when you decided to get married, am I right?
Tina!
Jason has a point. Most successful marriages, parenting styles, and family dynamics work so everyone gets a say and there's not a dictator in the family.
Let him have his opinion.
How about the car seat conversation?
Oh, My God, are we really gonna bring that up again?
I'm just saying I didn't get to say my piece on that.
You wanted a car seat that said F you, I'm a baby.
It was pretty kick-ass.
Jason, has there been any time that you felt like your opinion wasn't being listened to that didn't have to do with buying an FU car seat?
I listen to him always.
She doesn't listen to me when I think he needs a bottle, or when he needs a change, or
Or
when he
needs a nap?
Right. She heard our conversation at the beginning of this.
Tina, you really weren't listening to him about the baby and naps, but Jason, you weren't able to accept that Tina heard you and acknowledged your concerns.
She didn't acknowledge anything.
Jason, you never responded to Tina's concerns that you're not happy.
I am happy.
You don't seem it.
I am happy.
But look like you're not happy.
I am not happy.
Freudian slip.
What?
You just said you're not happy.
Jason, she's right. Please, be honest and say why you're not happy.
I'm not happy because I feel like a custodian and not a dad, okay? We were sitting in a class with other dads in the room, and they're talking so spiritually and out there about their kids. Oh, my baby is the sweetest thing, and I love her so much. Or my baby, when she was born, I just felt this feeling like I'm a dad now. And I didn't feel any of that, and I have spent the rest of the time since saying, am I not a dad?
You are a dad because on this baby monitor and in the other room is the result of you being a dad.
Tina, please, I think this is the key to everything. Jason, please go on.
I haven't felt happy because I don't know if I am happy to be a dad. I love my son, but I feel bad that I feel this way. I don't know if it has anything to do with my own father being a crap dad and that I really didn't know what a father was and that I have spent a long time trying to decide if I think I'm ready to be a dad or if I will even be a good one or if I know how to be a good one. I have seen so many good things, but I've seen so many bad things, and I cannot get out of my own way enough to not think that something is going to change, and that this is a blessing and a moment that I should relish. Plus the fact that we are quarantined and I can't go anywhere or even take 5 minutes away without feeling guilty that I want to break from my own baby. I know Tina might think this is all fun, but for me, it's not fun. It's work, and sometimes you need a break from work.
Is that all the truth?
Yes, and I'm so sorry that I haven't shared it with you.
Tina, you should say something now.
I'm sorry if I wasn't able to give you the safe space to voice that. If you'd have said that, I would have told you it's okay to feel this way. I've been feeling scared and unprepared as well.
Really?
Yes. I have no earthly idea what I'm doing, and I'm kind of making it up as I go. We're in this together. All we have is each other.
Well, the doc is here helping us.
You know, postpartum depression is a thing for all parents. It doesn't solely affect the partner who gives birth. Anyone can feel this way, and you know what? Unfortunately, because of the society we live in, there's not always a place for the parent who didn't give birth to voice this. Even more so with COVID and quarantine now, but Tina, you need to allow Jason to feel like he can safely voice these concerns. And Jason, you have to be aware that Tina carried this baby for 9 months. There's a connection that comes with that. I think all this argument was a miscommunication or a lack of communication. You have to remember that with raising a child, you're in this together. You may have parents and friends and books, but the true element for successful parenthood is that you two are in this 100% together and that you have each other's backs. That's a bond that's solid and will never go away. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you both feel better?
Totally.
Totally. 100%.
Oh, mommy time.
Honey, why don't you take a break? I got this one.
Thank you.
Thanks, Doc.
I think we'll be okay.
When my assistant gave me your notes and your file, I spent the whole time wondering how two people who are clearly in love and have a solid bond could have such miscommunication, but then I remembered we're human. These things happen. Also, it has a lot to do with having extended quality time with each other. Just stay focused, remember that you love each other, and keep the connection open. Trust me. I've seen all kinds, and you guys are going to make it.
Thank you so much.
Even though this was successful, I'm still going to have to charge you the full amount.
That's fair. Just 1 second. Jason? Where's the checkbook?
In my butt. I don't know.
Yep. One of the success stories.
Our next play is Creature Comforts by E. Rosser, directed by Dylan Torchinsky.
Hey, Nikki.
Mags, it's you. It's been forever. I haven't seen you since when?
Hilda's Halloween party.
What? Last October? Did I see you before or after we hit up the clubs with those goth kids? Wow, I barely remember that weekend.
I remember.
Shoot, Mags, what happened to 2020?
I think we all know what happened to 2020.
That was rhetorical, always so literal, you.
One would think you'd internalize that about me after the first century.
Well, I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Ticking along, doing my thing. Just got off the Zoom with the gang from my last stint as a freshman, and oof, are they running out of things to talk about, cooped up at their pathetic hometown, sitting cross-legged on their childhood beds? Veronica must have sobbed for a good 45, although I promise I was only partially my doing, and
Nikki.
Then it was a phone call with that old fellow, what's his name, that elderly outreach program put me in touch with. He went on and on about his grandson and he hadn't seen in 9 months. Ugh. It was good stuff, but I admit he was practically despondent by the end. Oops.
Nikki.
And get this, last week I actually went to a bar. So rare these days, figured I'd treat myself. Those people were all so excited to get out and about, they didn't even notice me a foot behind them. And of course, no masks when they're pounding back cold ones. They stumbled home, and I was in a food coma for the next 3 days. There were so many bottled up emotions that it was like popping open a 12-pack of Coke.
Nikolai!
Seriously. What?
In a crowded bar? You know that's where most of the person-to-person transmissions have been happening, right?
Person to person or human to human.
We don't have any evidence that we can't catch it.
I mean, I've never been sick a day in my life, except for that eating your feelings experiment I tried with the ice cream that one time and puked up 4 pints. And, you know, this is plague number what for you?
Even so, we can't rule out our kind being COVID vectors or some sort of asymptomatic carrier situation. Do you honestly want more humans sick? You show a surprising amount of disdain for the health of the food stock. Speaking of, how's that going?
Fine.
Yeah?
No. Pretty terribly, in fact. I just listed what's probably been all the action I've seen in the past month and a half. What month is it? Anyway, it's been rough feeding on positive emotions in a year when Everywhere you look, there are memes about how miserable everyone is. The well is dry, Mags. What's left is not good eating.
Oh, no?
Does the phrase dumpster fire mean anything to you? It's so much harder when everyone's keeping social distance. When I could just go grind up on someone in a club, or work as the hairdresser, or give out high fives at a road race, when I could actually touch people when their emotions were high, when I could see their whole face. It was so easy to zap energy. It's like, I don't know, a clear open pipe when I can actually touch them.
So over Zoom.
It's not nearly as easy. Seriously, I have to get them so worked up. It's like a bent straw with a big old blob of boba stuck in the end that I have to like slurp through. And I have to take so much more from them to get anything out. Like when I can touch them and when I'm careful, people barely register the mood changes.
Right.
Virtually when I slip up.
Oh no.
Yeah, it gets ugly. I've only had 2 pass out on me so far.
2? Oof.
I didn't see one of them online for a couple of months afterwards, but it was the summer for random depressive episodes, right? Anyway, when I can't find some illicit dorm party or overpacked bar to visit and risk the health of the humans, I'm stuck online. On a good feed, I'll call up some of my old college buds from years ago or another and get them all gooey over some nostalgic TV show, then let them vent. When I'm desperate, I do some classic random chat room trolling and interrupt some kindergarten classes with clown masks and Halloween props.
Oh, I was wondering who would.
Yeah, me and the other sick bastards. Not the real trolls. The non-internet ones, they're mostly lovely. Anyway, sometimes to get my fill, I have to spend 10, 12 hours just sitting, staring at the screen, pretending to care about the human-shaped pixel blobs in their boxes on the other end.
Yeah, all day on the computer. No one else has that issue. What's that like?
Please, Maturion, don't joke. I must have what they call Zoom fatigue. I'm so tired and I feel so dried up and I'm so hungry.
No, Nikki, no, not on me.
Come on, please, just a little.
No.
But you almost let me in a bit just then.
Yeah, well, congrats on being extra pathetic right now. Emphasis on extra.
But that usually never happens. You're always so distant, it's hard to get a rise out of you.
Lizard jeans, baby.
Well, you're doing all right now, aren't you? You must have emotional energy to spare.
Well, I'm talking with you, aren't I?
You must be as happy as a stink in the mud, holed up all day with your hoard. No reason to leave your underground lair. And sure as hell, no one's coming over to try to ransack it like the old days.
No, they're not. It's a nice change, to be honest. The rest of the world is shuttered up, eager to stay away for once. No one comes around to bother me. Or my gold. Not that they'd be able to leave with it now anyway.
Hey, where is your treasure pile anyways? You didn't go and downsize on us now, did you?
Pandemic project. Set up some servers. Now it's all in Bitcoin.
Ugh.
Nearly all. Most. A reasonable chunk. That, and I put up a gnarly home security system. Yeah, I'll admit it. It's actually pretty nice. I mean, I see the news. I don't wish this pandemic continues or more humans end up with tubes down their throats, but I could get used to this. I don't have to glamour up every day to go out into the world. I don't have to leave my hoard. I have time on my hands. And you know that problem I used to have with standing close to people in crowds?
Your breath?
It's not that funny.
You can magic the dragon into human form, but you can't put out the fire in their belly.
I felt awful when I torched that tablecloth at that bistro. Anyway, it took some toying around, but I found some nice thin rock wool insulation that I can tuck behind one of these human masks. Nikki, it's so good. I go walking, I don't have to worry about the shrubs. I don't get every other person I pass turning around to wonder where that blast of hot air came from.
Does that work? I mean,
mostly. The humans go on about maskne being a problem, but they don't have to deal with mask scorch marks. Took me a Brillo pad and a grill cleaner to get the last round off.
So wait, if you're so jazzed to hunker down, how are you getting any food?
I mean, the same way. Choose a dark night, fly out to the farms, pick off a scrawny cow or two. The deer population has been booming, so sometimes I can grab one of them. But honestly, it doesn't feel right anymore.
What?
Snagging livestock out of these thin herds. These farms look like they're really struggling.
Uh-huh.
And that's worrisome because some of us care. But then again, everyone staying indoors makes it way easier to avoid being seen. And there's so many fewer planes to avoid in the sky. It's looking like flying might be fun again.
So between finally getting some airtime and an excuse to hole up in your lair, what you're saying is you'd like the pandemic to last forever.
No, Nikki, that would make me a bad person. It's just, I get worried when I think about things rushing back to normal. Streets get crowded again, none of this nice, comfortable space everyone's giving each other. We'll have to go mingle again all day, every day, back to this crowded system that seems so broken, so vulnerable. Like, I'm afraid people will have learned nothing, you know? That we're going to go pressing back together too soon and the next disease will just come ripping through and you know there will be a next one. Just makes me feel a little trapped in a history of our own making.
Hey, maybe a break from the city is what you need. Why not drop the glamour, fly out here some night? It would only take a couple of hours. We could walk around, chat a bit, share our feelings, and
Sorry, Nikki, state travel restrictions, remember? No way I'm flying that long. Everyone's so uptight now. Did you see the ruckus when that guy was caught joyriding in a jetpack? Nah, not dealing with that.
Well, shit, Majurian, I'm trying to think of something to keep us sane.
Sorry, I know you're trying. You know, it's funny. My breath used to be the only one that was dangerous.
Hey now, come on. Listen, I know I was being down on it, but I really do like hanging around people, even if it's online and even if there's not a meal involved. I'm a social creature, and I need my favorite people in my life, and you dusty old worm, are one of my favorite people. Wanna just turn on some mindless media and hang out for a bit?
Really, Nikki, that old trick?
No trick, honest. I'd never leech off of a friend when they're feeling so rough.
Fine.
We're gonna need maximum strength nostalgia. Oh, I've got it. Ba-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. 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 Ah.
Oh, wow, I haven't watched that since it broadcasted.
What? Really? What kind of self-respecting supernatural are you? Well then, I've got to find a good gushy episode for you. Hang on.
Here we are, two ageless beings turning to silly things like network TV to stay afloat in our twisted world.
I don't know what you're calling silly. This is the episode where Gomez runs for mayor.
I mean, that's generally how it goes, right? Modern ages come and go, creatures with needs like you and I carve ourselves out a niche, then get complacent, start relying on the system we've made. It's easy to get comfy with your system, especially when it's working in your favor without you really having to do much for that privilege. But then, something happens. The system fails. You realize we're not all getting what we need, and we have to figure out what we can put back into it, you know? Maybe it's just a matter of pumping some joy back into it.
Oh, or there's the one where they try to get rid of the harpsichord and Lurch gets all mopey.
I don't know. Maybe I could do more. Bitcoin is just not as satisfying as a beanbag chair stuffed with gold nuggets, you know? I could probably bail out a few businesses without putting a dent in my account. Finally repay those folks for that tablecloth.
Gosh, you're so old and wise. and annoying. Mags, I've been thinking, with what little energy I can spare for thinking these days, what I really need is an in-person, bottomless source of joy in my life, right?
You don't say.
I think I might adopt a puppy.
You can name it Fester.
Thank you. Our final play this evening is It's the Thought That Counts by Naomi Hinchin, directed by Caitlin Crockett.
Specialist Quarquan, come help me monitor this communications array.
Just a minute, Commander Blebnar.
What the Zep is that?
The exploded endosperms of dried seed kernels.
Why do you have that?
According to our research into this planet's media, it is the appropriate foodstuffs to consume while watching a view screen.
Why do they do that? Does consuming this enhance the experience somehow?
Research is inconclusive on that point.
Ah, that is disgusting. So disgusting. It tastes like packing material. Ah.
Apologies, Commander. I was unable to obtain the traditional toppings of sodium chloride and liquefied dairy fats.
This is what they eat, these poor sentient creatures. It is about high time we bring them some civilization.
Blah, 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 blah. Be-doo, booby-doo, booby-doo,
Looks like we're picking up something.
Booby-dooby-dooby-doo. Did you forget to turn on the translator?
Oh, Zorbit, where is that button?
Blabby-doo-booby-doo-dooby-doo of the spaceship have not yet given any indication of their intentions. The world is waiting to see what they want from us. And now, over to Jim with sports.
Excellent. They've spotted us. It is time for phase 1.
I love first contact. It's like getting to surprise an entire species with a present.
What have we got today?
We are going to try and solve one of their biggest problems. Our research suggests that this species is concerned about their planet becoming overheated.
Very well. Commence phase 1. All right, let us see how they liked it.
This just in. The spaceship appears to have zapped the planet Earth with some kind of ice ray. Temperatures have dropped radically worldwide, and we are forced to conclude that our visitors are almost certainly hostile. If you've been following our local weather reports, disregard everything we said this morning. This weekend's forecast is now for heavy snow. And now for the sock report, where North Face and Swiss Miss have seen a sudden spike in share prices, along with record losses for Speedo and Coppertone.
They think we're hostile. Did they not like it?
I don't understand. They wanted their planet to stop getting hotter. Why aren't they grateful?
Well, we'd better try something to smooth it over. Quick, give them something they like. What does this species like?
Their global communications network seems to be filled with images of small, furry mammals that they use as pets.
Yes, good, good. We can work with this. Use the cloning ray. That ought to do it. I hope they like this one.
Breaking news! The spaceship has unleashed a horde of 10-foot-tall cats upon the world! These animals have been seen roaming through cities, scratching themselves on on buildings, pouncing on cars, and coughing up enormous hairballs. There are reports of dairy farms needing to be evacuated. And to our alien visitors, we only say, why? Excuse me. I would now like to switch over to our light human interest piece, but the one that we had lined up about an adorable neighborhood kitten now seems to be in poor taste. So, over to the traffic report where it appears downtown has been gridlocked due to a giant cat lying down in the intersection for a nap.
Are you sure that was the right kind of furry animal?
I'm sure, and I even made it bigger. If a small furry animal is adorable, shouldn't a giant furry animal be amazing?
That sounds like good logic to me. Perhaps we need to start smaller. A tiny favor, like making them more attractive.
With all due respect, Commander, we can't afford another incident like the one on Scarlex 5.
How was I to know that their tiny, disgusting lumps were actually their sight organs?
Do we need to do more sensitivity training about cultural standards of beauty?
No. Oh, I have an idea. Nanobots. Everybody loves nanobots.
Nanobots are so impersonal, though. I like to customize a first greeting offering. Not just give them something that you'd give to any species.
But that is the point. They are versatile. A one-size-fits-all kind of gift.
Oh, all right. Let's try it.
This is an emergency broadcast. The aliens have released a cloud of what appear to be minuscule robots. Humans infected with them lose all rationality and are driven to mindless violence. These robots are self-replicating and the plague is spreading rapidly. I think Charlene from the morning show bit me. We're waiting helplessly for whatever the alien invaders will inflict upon us next. And now over to
I simply do not believe it.
I know. The research briefings completely left out that this species had a nanobot allergy.
I am completely out of ideas. What do we do next?
Oh. Hello?
What is
Can
this?
you hear us?
Hello?
Hello?
Oh my god, actual aliens that worked. Oh my god.
Who the Zep are you?
You can call me Sentinel.
Is that a common designation on your planet?
Okay, my name is Riley. I just wanted a badass hacker handle. I got a signal out to an alien spaceship. Shouldn't that be worth a cool name?
I am confused.
Okay, never mind that part. It's not important. I'm here to speak for humanity.
How did you get access to this communication channel?
I track the signal frequency of all the rays that you've been firing at our planet. What is up with that, by the way? What did we ever do to you?
We are trying our best. It's not our fault you are so picky.
Picky?
You haven't liked any of our gifts. We can't figure out what you want.
Oh, wait, hold the phone. You're trying to do something nice for us.
Yes, to welcome you to the interstellar community.
By finding novel ways to kill us?
We tried to think what you would like, but you didn't react positively to us fixing the climate or giving you more of your favorite animal or even the nanobots.
Wow. Okay. This is not the conversation I was expecting to have with you.
Oh, and what were you expecting?
Hopefully an explanation for why you've declared war on us? I mean, you realize that I'm not a zombie like the rest of them because I'm holed up in an underground bunker. you might actually be wiping out my species as we speak. With friends like you guys.
We really are sorry about the allergic reaction. We'll make sure that goes in your species' file.
And it didn't occur to you to maybe talk this out first? Ask some questions before you started trying to give us what you think we want?
And ruin the surprise?
Okay. Well, look, at this point, the element of surprise is well and truly lost, so please just undo everything you just did, and next time try talking to some humans before you do us any more favors.
Talking. So your species values communication?
Yes, it's very important. So can you fix this?
We'll do our best.
Okay. Good. Glad we had this talk. So hey, do you do this for a lot of species? Are there more of you out there? Okay, do you have faster than light travel? I have so many questions.
Thank you for
I
your
just want
information.
them
We
answered.
will send you a briefing packet. Have a pleasant solar cycle.
There. It's all undone.
What a waste of time. And now we're running late for our next first contact visitation.
But we still haven't even figured out what this planet wants.
Oh, don't worry. I have it all figured out. The human gave me an idea. If they value communication, we can help with that. All right. Now we really do need to go on to our next one, or the whole schedule will be thrown off. Navigate a course to Sector Z Theta. Quan?
Yes, Commander.
Breaking news. Breaking news. It seems that the alien spacecraft has departed. Unfortunately, before they left, they zapped us all with a ray that compels everyone to tell the truth. Carmen, I ate your lunch out of the break room fridge last week. Jim, I know that's a toupee. And I have a Muppet fetish. And I've been arrested for public indecency twice. Oh, for the love of God, someone please turn off the camera before I keep getting a more Okay, thank you.
Thank you all for joining us for our 48-hour play festival. This was such a wonderful night of theater. I want to say thank you to all of the writers, directors, and actors, as well as our Lilac Players board for all of their hard work this weekend. It was so much fun. I want to welcome all of the creatives that are still here in the Zoom meeting to turn their videos back on, and we will say goodbye to you all. Yay! Please remember, if you are so compelled, that there's a donation link right below us here where you can support our hard work doing theater in these COVID times. Thank you so much.